banks apart. Buy the top, sell the low, now they crying in the chat. Should've checked the levels, now they funds ain't coming back. Candle wicked up, now they chasing that green. Didn't check resistance, now they stuck in a dream. Market makers laughing while they filling their shorts. Retail wrecked again, should've studied the course. Oh no, FOMO got them in a wreck position. Buying at the top, repeating the failed mission. Successful trader steady waiting for the lows. Patience be the key, that's just how the game goes. Green candles got them feeling like a crypto king. One red wick and they losing everything. Selling in a panic, market makers love it. Smart money lurking while the weak hands dump it. Charts don't lie, but emotions do. Gotta have a plan or the market wrecks you. Successful traders don't chase, we don't trip. Buying them dips while new traders just slip. Oh no, FOMO got them in a wreck position. Buying at the top, repeating the failed mission. Successful traders steady waiting for the lows. Patience be the key, that's just how the game goes. Tops ain't for buying, bottoms ain't for selling. But new traders don't learn the lesson. They see a pump and they jump all in. Next thing you know, the liquidation begins. Successful traders stacking up while they fall. Waiting on the pullback, yeah, that's the call. Smart money wins while the new traders get wrecked. Study the game, show the market respect.
Let's make this money, don't get wrecked. Every trader must show the market respect.
That's right, guys. We got to show the market some respect. So let's do that in 3, 2, and 1. Bingo bango. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is your time. It's always time to make this money. So let's do it, guys. Let's make this money. My name is Joe, also known as Trade Intuition, where we show you how to successfully trade without all the complicated memorization, patterns, candlestick memorization. Like, it's too much, in my opinion. It's too much. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. Let's get started. I got some background music playing. Hopefully it's not too loud. If you think it's too loud, take off your dumb headphones, please. It's so funny. It's so funny. Joe, it's too loud. And I listened back to it. I was like, man, I can barely hear it. Take off your headphones. Take them off. All right, here we go. We're looking at crypto bubbles. Woo-wee. White is up 31.4% on the day. Should we enter this? Not even. Why? It pumped. It pumped. You don't want to chase these coins, guys. If these coins are already pumped, they already did its thing. If anything, you might want to try to short, but even shorting is very dangerous because, well, people may continue to FOMO into this coin. It's better to wait for a break of a low. And then, if you're looking at a 5-minute time frame, that you could catch the top, which would be awesome, but it can also continue going up. So I would recommend doing a higher time frame, 15-minute, maybe an hour candles. But if you want to see this one, we can definitely check it out. If you have any coins you want me to do, let me know. What we do here on this channel is we show you that trading does not have to be as difficult as most mentors make it. Now, I created a song. It's a funny one. It's about all of these abbreviations that all these mentors are doing. I finished the song. I just need to put the words to it so you can see it in the video. For me, it's a little easier to kind of understand what's being said, but it's a pretty good song. Well, I was working on it a lot yesterday. Let's see here. Let's go to the hourly time frame. On the hourly, we have some green. Does this mean Bitcoin's going up? Well, we're going to find out in just a moment. We have some red. It's kind of a mixture. We have some going up, some going down. We're going to look at Bitcoin. We're going to pretty much kind of scratch our ideas that we had on Bitcoin, start fresh. And this is one thing that I like doing at least once a week, sometimes 2 to 3 times a week. What that does, it reduces the likelihood of us creating a bias. I have a bias. My bias is, we should hopefully potentially go down because we've gone up. And what I don't want to do is I don't want to keep on having that bias. So what we're going to do, just look at it from a fresh set of eyes and see what we see. And I haven't looked at it yet doing that. I wanted to say that way it's pretty much the thought process as it's happening. Let's go to the fear and greed index. Let's go ahead and refresh this. Let's look at the crypto side. We're at 50. And this was expected. We mentioned this, I believe it was a day or two ago when we were, higher up. I said, man, just based off of what we're seeing here, I would not be surprised if we come down to, I don't believe I said 50. At this point, it was like around here, 70 something area. And I was looking at low 60s, maybe mid 60s, but then another day has passed. So now we're at 50, which I can see this. I can see this. Let's go to the liquidations heat map. And I'm going to say hi to everybody in just a moment. So if you are here, definitely say hi. Let's see here. This is a 24-hour time frame. We have some liquidations, really hot area. The brighter it is, the hotter it is. And we can see it over here, the legend. The brighter it is, the more liquidations. Here we have about 50.64 million in liquidation, sitting right at 105,565. Then we have a lot, man. We have 48.82 million and also 52 million sitting right at around 103,421. Let's go to the 12-hour time frame. Why does this matter? Well, this tells us where the market makers might take the price action to. Now, one thing I do want to point out to everybody, notice my terminology. Might, could, potentially, higher likelihood of. These are all words that you want to implement in your own speaking or speech when it comes to trading. And I see a lot of mentors that I even look up to, but they use the wrong terminology. They say it will do this. If it breaks this level, it will go here. Man, if that was the case, we'd all win. We would all win, but that's not the case. So, and I'm going to show that to you in just a moment. What I love doing, I love looking at other mentors. I love looking at other YouTubers and seeing their thought process, how they explain things, what they're seeing, what they're using, their thought process behind it. Some of them have a very, very easy way of explaining their thought process, while others, they don't explain anything and they just want you to follow them blindly. For me, what I do is I show you all of my thought process. And if you agree with it, great. If you don't agree with it, let me know. I'm not going to ban you. I'm not going to mute you. That's what they do. Now we can have a dialogue. What are you seeing? Maybe you might see something that I don't. So that's very important. Now, here's the thing. Are we going to go up or are we going to go down? I don't know. I'll be the first one to tell you, I don't know. I'll tell you what I do know. Price cannot go up here unless it breaks these levels. This level, this level. It's impossible. Same thing with it coming down here. Well, it cannot come down here unless it breaks this level. So this is what I do. We trade level by level here. Of course, if you use divergence or if you use, whatever you use, as long as it works, keep on using it. I show you what works for me, level by level. Of course, you need to understand the macro trend. Are we an uptrend or downtrend? And then from there, we can determine how we're going to trade. Our trade can first start off as a scalp, maybe an intraday trade, maybe something for a few hours. Then because we're trading with the trend, then more than likely that scalp will turn into a swing trade. That's the objective. And there's a lot of times where we will just simply have our first target hit or second target hit, then moving our stop loss. And we just continue the ride until we get stopped out in really nice profits. Now, if it only lasts for a few hours or maybe let's say a day, well, then that's fine too. But the objective is to get our scalp trade to turn into an intraday, to a day, to a swing trade. And that way we continue to get those profits. Let's see here. Anything else? Let's go to the liquidations. I want to see who has been getting liquidated. Let's refresh this. We're looking at the total liquidations. On the 1 hour, we have shorts getting wrecked. True. Now, one thing that I mentioned is that I have nothing to sell you. I have nothing to sell you. All I have is, I do have a group, of course, but one thing that I do is I show you our wins and our losses, or at least talk about them. We did have 2 shorts that we were in, and this is my group. Of course, if you want to join it, here it is. This is not to learn how to trade. Granted, if you join, you learn how to trade faster. But this is not to learn how to trade. This is to have access to me. That's what this is. You get the exact calls with the exact price, wait for the 15-minute candle close above this level, then enter. Very detailed. There is really no confusion when I post charts. There's no second guessing, because there's a lot of times where people will say, well, I entered what you buy the breakout, buy the retest. Oh no, you bought on that time frame. No, you had to wait. Really? Then why are you even doing a call out? So for me, I do, give you very detailed, that you cannot misinterpret my stuff. And the stop losses, moving them up, and everything else, detailed videos, all that fun stuff. But you do not join my group to learn how to trade. You can if you want to learn faster. But ask me questions here. Instead of paying somebody $99 an hour, well, ask me now, and I will give you the information. Ask me about charts. I will show you my thought process on those charts. Now back to this. We were in two shorts. We entered them, and I didn't like how it was going. And I told my group earlier today, I was like, I was really expecting it to create a higher high, which, I mean, not a higher high, but, for it to go up, which is fine, and then to pull back. But instead, it started doing higher highs and higher lows. And I'm looking at this on a very small time frame, and I said, guys, you know what? Let's just close out our shorts. I don't like how it's looking. Let's close out our shorts. We closed them out before our stop losses were hit. One of them barely, and then one of them with good amount that we saved money. And that's the big thing. I would rather save you money than try to chance it and see if it does reverse so that I could be right. It's not about that for me. Like, I truly do care about your money. So let's close it, guys. We closed them, and I'm glad we did, because, well, they went up. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to catch these shorts and these longs. Some of them work really well, and some don't. And that's one thing that I want to show to you, is that, if you do join the group, there's no empty dreams, empty promises, none of that. 4-hour time frame, we have pretty much neck and neck. So it's kind of literally kind of flipping and flopping, chop. 12-hour, pretty much the same thing. 24-hour, ooh, the longs got wrecked. So what we do is we just want to make sure that we're in the game for a longer period of time than risking a whole bunch of money and just waiting to see if our stop losses get hit. All right, so let's go ahead and see who we got here. Let's go to this. Let's see here. We got Dylan in the house. What's up, Dylan? Appreciate you, man, for being here. Appreciate you. We got JR. Happy printing. Yes, indeed. Happy printing. JR, he loves doing scalps. Scalps are really good if you can watch them. But hopefully those scalps turn into, intraday trades, day trades, swing trades, and then just let it ride. See here, music is good with the headphones for me. Okay, awesome. Thank you. We got DeLong in the house. What's up, man? Appreciate you. Mario. What's up, Mario? See here, going down the list. Holy smokes. We got Meet Damien in the house. Meet Damien. Are you going to be going live after this show? Let me know. That way we can push the people to you. See, we got Maya in the house. What's up, Maya? See here. Hope everybody's doing great. Very nice. See here. Oh, we get XP. That's cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. The more you chat, then of course you get on the leaderboard. What it does, I have no idea, but it does increase the engagement, which is really cool for us. So thank you guys for increasing the engagement. See here, Jared says, see, I was just sharing the link on my socials real quick. Thank you, man. Dude, thank you. That really does help. Yeah, and again, here, I'm not trying to bamboozle you. I'm not trying to, trick you into joining my group. Like, I'm as real as they come. Like, and it's because I have nothing to sell you. If I had something to sell you, it would be different. I wouldn't tell you all of the truths. I wouldn't lie, but I wouldn't tell you all the truths. But because I don't, I'll tell you everything. Here. Got a guy. Ooh, I haven't had Chinese food in a long time. Got wrecked yesterday. Hey, it's all good, brother. Yeah, and JR is a good trader too. See, and this is what I love. I love having a community to where it's not all about hey, I won. Look at me, look at, no, it's, hey, we lose too. That's part of trading. And when you get that understanding, because trading is very psychological. When you get that understanding to where, yes, it feels great when we win, and yes, we want to tell everybody, but when we lose, we don't want to tell people because people might look up to us. But the reality is we're going to win, we're going to lose. We may have certain things that tell us that, hey, we have a higher chance that this might happen, and it starts happening and then it reverses. Why? Was your setup horrible? No, it's the market. We're trading against people. And once we understand that, and once we accept it, it's like, okay, let's take our wins for our wins. Let's try to cut our losses. But if we can't, well, oh, 1 second. Let's see, where is my camera? I forgot to do this. 1 second. Okay, and dramatic fade. 1 second. All right, that's my alarm. Here we go, and dramatic entry. All right, good stuff. But yeah, so that's really important. You know, when it comes to trading, we're gonna win, we're gonna lose. And for me, I really love it when traders show you, you know, and sometimes it's hard, and especially if you're doing this live, and you know your trade is live, and you're seeing, man, I'm down $50, $100, 1,000, whatever it is, and you're like, man, I don't want to close it, but I'm already losing too much. But as the audience, we can see the battle that's going on. One, you don't want to be wrong. Two, it's kind of hurting losing that much money. We really thought it was going to, you know, do something else. And then three, making the decision in front of an audience. That's the hardest part, because I mean, if we do it behind closed doors and nobody's looking, hey, it's whatever. I'm just not going to tell anybody. You know, I don't want to be embarrassed. But when we do it in front of people, or just let them know, hey, I took a loss. To me, I mean, you get mad respect, because a lot of people don't talk about that. So, mad respect, JR. Mad respect. And JR is good too. We got Wix Wi-Fi 89 in the house. What's going on? Appreciate you for being here. Appreciate you greatly. Let's see here. Going down the list. Let's see here. That's funny. Let's see here. Longs got wrecked. And right now, here's the thing. Like some of these, what we're trying to do, especially what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to put my targets a lot lower, but it's so difficult to find a really good trade. Now, for the shorts that I found yesterday, I believe it was yesterday, the shorts that I found, it was difficult finding them, because all of them was pretty much like a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio at the very beginning. You know, a 10 or a 5% stop loss with a 10 or 5% first target. And I don't like doing that, not right now anyway. And it's like, and then I found two, man, they look so good, and they were doing good too. They almost hit our first target, then they started reversing, and that's when I was looking at them today. It's like, man, I hate being wrong. But one of the things, and this is good, because what we're doing is we're actually talking about the emotional side of trading. That's one thing that I love doing, the psychological part, you know, the emotional part. One thing, it's one thing to be wrong for yourself, but it's another thing to be wrong for a group. And, you know, but you have to swallow your pride and be like, you know what? Let's just close out our trade. I mean, it might reverse as soon as we close it, but it's not looking good. And it's just something you have to do. You really do. See here. JR says, good afternoon, TI, the OG legend. Oh man, I wish. But I just keep it back to the basics. But it's really funny, the song I've been working on yesterday. So funny, talking about all these gurus that, you know, make abbreviations for everything, just so you can, you know. And then what gets me is that other people start using those abbreviations, and now they become a thing. Now it's a trend. I don't do that. Hey, we got Mr. T in the house. What's up, Mr. T? Appreciate you, man, being here. Thank you for smashing the like, everybody. Thank you so much. All right, here. Going down the list. Live stream tomorrow at 12. Oh, okay. 12 to 2. Yeah, we do ours what's tomorrow? Sunday? Saturday? What? I think it's tomorrow Sunday. Yes. Tomorrow Sunday? Okay. Okay, so you'll be on before me then. I might do a bonus stream. I don't know. I did a bonus stream yesterday, like at 7 in the morning. It was crazy. Hey, we got Jesse in the house. What's up, Jesse? Appreciate you, man, being here. All right, so let's get started, guys. So this is my thought process. Let's go to the 1 hour. I like doing the 1 hour on Bitcoin. So what I was thinking, and I actually posted this in my group, what I'm thinking is, you know, we did break some of these levels. I was looking to go short, but then it's like, man, I need to see a bearish retest. Let's bring this up. So here's my thought process. I want to go short. And in my opinion, it's time to go short. And what I want to see is I want to see the break of this, but entering shorts right now is higher risk. Now, granted, it's much easier to trade in hindsight. So easy to trade. And I think it's so funny. All these mentors out there, they'll tell you what happened. I don't want to know what happened. I want to know what's going to happen. And they'll say, well, look at this and this and this. And it came down here right to our level. And I'm like, no, man, like, tell me this stuff before it happens. Don't tell me after the fact. I mean, anybody can do that. So what I want to do here in this moment, I don't know what already happened in this moment, is breaking down. Awesome. However, it came down too fast for me anyway. So I'm thinking price will come all the way back up here, maybe to this level, this zone, before potentially rolling over. So because it came down very fast, I didn't open any shorts. We're waiting because it could be a fake out. We could come up here, then come down, then do a higher low, which is good, and then break our newly created high, and then start working our way up, creating a bear trap. Again, we never know what's going to happen till after it happens. So sure enough, came down, came up. It didn't come up here. It stopped here, barely. Then it broke below this. It was like, okay, what is it going to do? So it comes down here into my other little zone, and it bounces. Okay, awesome. Then it does a lower high, and it comes down. It's like, okay, well, I'm thinking it's going to go up. You know, this is just a trap. But then comes down here, does a double bottom ish or higher low, whichever you want to do it. Comes up here, and now I'm looking for it to break this level, to potentially start something like this, where it goes up, this, and then boop. Now we have our bear trap. However, that didn't happen either. So it did a lower high, and then it broke this level. Once it broke this level, now we're doing shorts. Because it had the opportunity from here to come up to here and then do this number. And then what is it going to do? This way or this way? It didn't do that. Then we had all this that we just explained. Then it broke the low. Now let's go short. And if it breaks this, which would be this right here, if it breaks this, let's go ahead and do a line so everybody can see it. Let's go. So if it breaks, we'll do a yellow. So if it breaks 106,500, then all of this was just a trap. Once again, we don't know until after the fact. What I'm looking for is either a rejection here to come down and then potentially break this zone again, break this low. Then there's a really good chance our shorts will start playing out really nicely. But if we come down here, we break and we bounce on this zone, come up here, come back down, bounce off of this level, then this is what we're seeing. Now, plan A. Now, a lot of people, they say, oh, it'll go up or down. Okay. But they never say which way they're leaning towards. Right now, because in my opinion, stuff is bullish, you know, people are still kind of FOMOing. I'm leaning more towards this right now. I don't want to see this. I want to see it come down. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame, and let's go ahead and hide this stuff. Let's do this, like this, and this. Okay. What I want to see is I actually want to see it come down. We're on the 4-hour time frame. Let's go to the daily. And I would love to see the price come down, bounce off. Now these trend lines, these are from the previous cycles. This is from the very first cycle, the orange, Bitcoin orange. This blue is from the previous cycle. I would like to see it pull back into this area, this imbalance. This basically just shot straight up. I would like to see it come down here, then roll over, and I would absolutely love to see the price action go to this area. I would love to see it come over here. So this is 91.789 area, or 88.5, whatever you want to call it. I would love to see it come in here. However, it cannot come down here unless it breaks these levels. So this is why I trade level by level. There's no way of saying, oh, it has a high chance of coming here. Holy smokes, Retro Mike. Thank you, thank you, my friend. Retro Mike, thank you very much. You're the best. So just to let you know, we do have the top gifted memberships by Retro Mike Tech, absolute beast when it comes to supporting the channel. Thank you very much. And of course, our top super chat, not just a super chat, was $100 to buy Edgar. Thank you, man. Appreciate you guys greatly. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. You do truly help support the channel. And of course, with the membership, you do get access to special videos that I make. They're really designed for my VIP group. And the higher tier you are in the YouTube membership, the more of those videos you get and more information, really. But I usually try to do the Bitcoin updates at least for the YouTube members. There have been a few times where I've actually done live streams, private live streams with actual trades. So give you a heads up. All right, moving on. Let's see here. So I would love to see it come down here, and this would be a nice, healthy retracement before coming up. But I mean, let's see what happens. Nobody knows what's going to happen. You're going to have divergence. You can have indicators. You can have everything else. Now, one thing that, man, so there was a YouTuber, and let's go ahead and just hide all of these. My yellow is my 200. My yellow is my 200, and this is what this person says. Let's go ahead and make this a little bit thicker. That way everybody can see it. Okay. Now, this particular person, I only go to his channel for like 5 minutes so I can get information. But let's see here, going down the list really quick. Hey, we got Jim in the house. Third touch of death, short sprints. Third touch of death, where? What time frame? Jim is really smart too, really smart. So if Jim says it, it's probably going to happen. We'll see. See here, Wix, wow, 589. Thank you so much. See here, me, Damien says some of the best traders lose half the time with 40 or 50% win rate. That's true. What makes them the best though is they cut their losers quickly. Yes. And that's exactly what we're talking about at the very beginning of the stream, where, I mean, it hurts to not be right. However, I would rather swallow my pride and say, you know what? Let's just cut our shorts. Let's cut our losses. I don't like how it's looking. And, you know, this is what I'm doing right now. And of course, I post first and then I do it on mine. And sure enough, but you're 100% correct. See here, I'm tending to just rely on spotting the patterns and pairing it with high volume nodes. There you go, high volume nodes. But that volume can be, yeah, pesky sometimes. Very true. Very true. Moving their stop losses further into profit on a winning trade. And yep, that's exactly what we do in the group. And that's the very first thing, is try your absolute best to move your stop loss. You don't want to move it too soon though. It's a dance, really. It's a dance. You know, you don't want to move your stop loss too soon because you want to give it time to breathe. But by the same token, you do want to move it into profit or at least break even. And that's one thing that we're always doing in the group. so that we reduce our risk, and then our targets get hit. We move over our stop loss with nice cushion. If it moves a whole bunch, or it looks like the market's turning, we move with that we move our stop loss, that sucker, like really close, and more than likely we get stopped out. There have been a few times where we haven't, came really close and continued to run. It's like, holy smokes. So that was a good present. Let's see here in profit, take the profit. Yep. Meet Damien knows how to do it. Meet Damien knows how to do it. I'm telling you. Yep. And Jesse confirming that as well. Yep. Very true. Very true. All right. So this particular YouTuber that I watched, he said, I'm assuming, let's see, what were the words he used? The words he used was, and of course, I'm just going to an area just so I can kind of show you. So remember, this is the 200 SMA. He said on today's stream, when the price action crosses the 200, we are going to hit this area, whatever area it was. If that was the case, just hear me out. If that was the case, if we break the 200 on whatever time frame he's trading on, I don't even know. I didn't really look, but let's just say, for example, it's the daily, just so we can give this guy credit, which I know it was probably like the 1 minute, but let's just say it was a daily. And he says, when this price action crosses the 200, we're going here, where we say. If that was the case, we would all just wait for the daily or whatever time frame he was on for the price action to break that level to go up. Does it make sense? Yeah. Shoot, I'll sign up for his course. Just on that information alone, if it breaks the 200, it's going here. Like, he spoke it as if it's going to happen. He didn't say it might, there's a high chance, there's a probability, you have a higher likelihood. None of those words. It will go here. Okay. Price, well, here, price went and broke above it. And guess what? It tried to find it as support and then broke below. And then it broke above it again. And then trying to find support on it, broke below. And then went above it. And then now starting to go up. And then broke below it. And now starting to go up. And now it's going up and up and up. Okay. So the trick that nobody tells you, but it's literally common sense. But if we don't know this, well, it's not common sense. The common sense to his theory that if it breaks, or when it breaks the 200 SMA, it's going up here. That is only true. Watch these words. If we break the 200 SMA and remain above the 200, there's a very high chance that we will get to our target. Notice my terminology and my framing of the words versus his. It will go here. There's no will, there's anything can happen. Now, if you think about it, if the price action breaks above the 200 SMA and it continues to find support on the 200 SMA, what is that telling you? That's telling you that the price is continuing to go up because it is not going below the 200 SMA. This is literally common sense. The 200 SMA it's the average of the candle body closes. So if we continue to maintain above the average, then we're continuing to go up. We can go down, but as long as we remain above the 200, we're good. But once we start breaking below the 200, well, then we're not good. This is the average. So that's extremely important. Man, when I heard him say that, I was like, I can't even stand anymore. It was literally 1 minute that I watched him. I was like, I can't stand him anymore. If the price action breaks below this, does it mean it's going down here? No, it can reverse. It broke below, and then guess what? It broke above. Price can do whatever it wants. This shows us the momentum. That's all it does. Price above, good. Price below, not so good. Fire hot, ice cold. Simple. All right. Oh my gosh. Retro Mike Tech. I think he is. Let me get some water real quick. Very cold ice water. All right. Let's see here. Maya says, yeah, this is why I don't really rely on anything besides market structure. Same. So how do I trade? I trade market structure. And with market structure, I look at the strength of the move. I look at the pivots. Are we doing higher highs, higher lows, which is market structure? I look at the candle bodies and also the wicks. And that's what I do. So I agree completely. Not any oscillator, because either react too slow or too fast and can be misleading. Very true. And volume, OFC. Don't know what that is. OFC. But for me, what I do is I rely on price action. Price action's king, because everything else relies on price action to do anything. And I love averages. So the averages that I really look for are the volume, because that's all the buying and the selling. So what I'm looking for is the fixed range volume profile. I prefer that one because you can actually go to the range. If you want, you can do the visible range volume profile, which gives you what you see on your chart. I don't like that one though, because as you're adjusting your screen, it'll adjust where the point of control is. I don't want that. I want a fixed point of control along with a fixed value area high and low. Then I look at the VWAP, which is an average of the volume. Again, averages, and also the moving averages. Now, granted, none of these are magnets, and some of the people that I enjoy watching. Oh, of course. I know. Thank you. Some of the people that I enjoy watching, man, and if I had a larger following, if I had a larger fan base, a larger, viewers on the live streams and everything else, the weight of the words that I say would be way more than what they are right now. Right now, I'm like a 5-year-old boy trying to lift weights, and I'm lifting them. But here you have somebody who's been going to the gym for like 35 years, super crazy buff and muscles and everything. And, they're picking up big old weights and everybody listens to them. And for me, what I'm saying is there are no magnets in crypto. The only magnets are on Trading View right here. There are no magnets in crypto. This 200 SMA is not a magnet, and it does not act as a magnet. This is the average of the candle body closes. We have a higher notice the words. We have a higher likelihood that the price action will go to the average. And then what we're looking for is it to break above so that, it's healthy. But this is not a magnet. This is a form of support resistance. From 0 to 10, I give it like a 4 for the strength, because it could find support on it. It could find resistance on it. Yes, indeed. But then look here, broke right through it, broke right through it, broke right through it, broke right through it. And after it finds support, broke right through it. So I do see it as a form of support resistance, but it is not a definite support resistance level. I consider it like a 4. But this is not a magnet. This is an area where the average candles close there. So that would only lead me to believe that the price, if it goes up, those are words, if the price goes up, there's a strong chance that we might go here and then hopefully go above it. However, if it goes down, guess what this moving average is going to do? It's going to follow the price action, because it is an average of what happens here. So hope all that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, you guys are smart. I don't know any of these terms. However, I'm gonna start making up my own terms. I have a song that is really cool. It's about abbreviations, and now all these mentors make up their own abbreviations, and I think it's very funny. I might get backlash though. I don't know if I was gonna do it last night. I was like, man, like I already have like very few people that watch me. I used to have a lot, but now I have very few because I talk about other traders or the way other traders trade. And man, if I make this song, I'll probably have fewer. Oh, I'll probably have fewer. I don't know. We'll see. I want to put it out though. It's funny. It's very funny. All right, moving on. What else? So I would like to see it come down, but I don't know. Like right now, it came down to this box. Let's draw the box out. Let's draw this box out. And we're right in the middle of the box too, or it bounced off of the middle of the box. See that? Boop. Right there. Do we have any divergence? Nope. Oh yeah, we do. Oh wait. I don't think we do. I don't know. So low. No divergence. Low and then lower, low, low, lower, low. No divergence. Let's see, anything that we see on this 4-hour time frame. Now, for me to, man, I want to have good entries. I want to have really good entries. And for me, what I want to do is I wanted past tense. When we came down, I wanted to see this, because this would have been very strong indication that our shorts will do fairly nice. Because we came down, created a pivot, came back up, retested this, came back down, broke the pivot, let's go. However, it came down, then kind of sideways a little bit, and then dropped some more. So now I'm thinking, okay, you know, could we come up to maybe here, which would be this, and then break this? But now we have this to do, to break. One of the things that I hate about waiting is the waiting. I really hate it. Before, I used to be very spontaneous when it came to trading. I'd win a lot, I'd lose a lot. And now I'm like an old man when it comes to this stuff. It's like, man, I want to get the safest entry. And if I have to wait, I have to wait. You know, and if we do a trade, well, it's going to be like hopefully a scalp trade, to where we're not looking for too much gains. Hey, we got Melissa in the house. What's up, Melissa? Appreciate you for being here. Any coins, guys, any coins, questions, comments, concerns, issues, let me know, or forever hold your peace. But I do think that it would be really nice to see, man, I think this would be too much. Let me see the measurement of this. Here. So this would be right to the 0.5. And then just above it would be into the golden pocket. But I'm thinking, and right, man, that's just beautiful right there. So maybe it comes up, then rolls over. Once it breaks this, then we're good for shorts, because what could happen, and again, nobody knows, from here, we could come up. And then now everybody gets wrecked who is going short. Let's see here. Hey, we got Chris in the house. What's up, Chris? Appreciate you, man, being here. Okay, let's see here. Would love to see Suey. Yeah, definitely. So let's do Suey. I set an alarm and still late. We love you, Melissa. We love you. We love you. I'm glad you're here. And thank you for smashing the like. I'm glad you're here. See, Jesse says, AIXBT. Let's go. That's funny. That's hilarious. Okay. See here, going down the list. T-A-O, yeah, Tau. Let's do some Tau. Love me some Tau. MK, what's up, MK? Appreciate you, man, being here. Thank you for everybody smashing the like. You guys are the absolute best. If you have any coins you want me to do, let me know. And appreciate you. And thank you, Retro Mike, once again. You're the absolute beast. Thank you for those gifted memberships. Appreciate you greatly. Let's see here. Let's go to this and make sure YouTube. And let's go to SUI. Okay. So here, let's go to a 1 hour. So when we were looking at it, price was here. And I was thinking, you know what? I think it's going to come down. It could go up, but I think it's going to come down. And sure enough, it was going here. It went up. And I don't know about you, but I would have entered the long right here. We had a nice, and so that's another thing that I do as well. I show you what I would have done in the moment of the trade versus what all these other mentors say. Look at here, I said it was going to go down and it went down. Join my group, blah, blah, blah. Get out of here, man. What I do is I do a plan A, plan B. They just say up or down and they're right. I actually draw it on the chart so that you know what I was thinking. Now, I personally would have entered this long. My alert would have gone off. The candle close above this next candle close above this. I enter the long. As soon as I enter, boom, comes down. I get stopped out. Crap. It's like, all right, well, let me wait for a long again. So now what I would do is I'd set my alert above this now, but I would have gone long here, hands down. And I'm not saying I would have gone short because I see what happens. When we're trading in the moment. And I see this tight zone. So I'm just going to extend this over. So my alert goes off again. We had nothing but ups. Oh, enter, why not? I would enter a little bit here. And then I would wait for a break of this level. Came down, bouncing. Okay, my stop loss is maybe somewhere down here. Not worried. Breaks above this level. I'm not entering because it could come down like this. It breaks this level. Fine. I enter. And then whoop, stopped out again. I lost twice. So now I have the thought process. I lost twice already. I lost twice. And I'm going to enter one more time. If I lose again on this trade, I don't trade this one for a few days, maybe a week. I put it in the corner and because it was bad and I don't trade it. So I'm under the assumption that I've lost twice already on this coin. Ooh. Let's go over here. So on the daily, it's currently underneath support, which means it's resistance. Underneath resistance. And this one faked out a lot of people too. I was actually looking at this one for a short yesterday, really. But the risk to reward wasn't there. Man, I would love for it to come to this fair value gap on the daily. But it looks like it wants to go up now because, well, the market. What's Bitcoin doing? Let me just double check. Yeah, Bitcoin's coming up. Okay. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Yep, pretty much mimicking Bitcoin. So granted, in my brain, I've already lost twice on this point. So here, MK says it's 4:38 p.m. Ontario, Canada. Very nice. Yeah, right now it's the same time in the East Coast. Okay, got lots of chats. Okay, I literally drove up 20 minutes ago. My schedule is all messed up. Staying up all nights. Yeah. H-bar. Let's do some H-bar as well. I do like me some H-bar. Medina in the house. What's up, Medina? Appreciate you, man, being here. MK says, long or short Bitcoin or higher risk, high reward coin? Long or short Bitcoin? It depends on the time frame. Are we looking for like a scalp? If so, I'd go on like a 5-minute. High risk, high reward, or high risk, high reward. I would do something like fart coin for a high risk reward. I do like fart coin. See here, Loki doesn't help either. Sub point out. Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. See here. Yeah, what's that? I don't know what's sleep. Okay. Going on this. MK says Bitcoin 1004 700 long or short position also. Okay, so you want to see a Bitcoin scalp. Bitcoin scalp. We'll do that. We'll have some fun. We'll do a Bitcoin scalp. I was short from 1004. Depends on what time frame you're working. Yep, I agree, Chris. All right, very good. So let's get started. So right now we're looking at. He said fart coin. Yeah, who would have thought, man? Who would have thought? MK says, so end of month, bullish or not? Oh man, you're all over the place, my friend. Stop drinking that coffee. Get decaf. See here. So Bitcoin, we have a scalp question mark, and then end of month, which is today. Scalp / day trade. We'll do that. Yeah, we can circle back around to Bitcoin for that. Sounds good. I like it. All right, so Sui. Now, granted, I have the mindset that I've already lost twice on this coin. What I want to do is I wanted to break this level. I already lost twice. I'm not messing around anymore. I wanted to break this level right here. So what I'm going to do is, what's the percentage I have to wait? Oh, that's nothing. So I got to wait like 10%. I can do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to play it safe. I want to get out of this range. This is a range that I do want to get out of. Here, it was really nice support-ish area. So here's my thought process. If it breaks below this level, I want to short. This will put it in a blue. Oh, we'll put it in a beige. If it breaks below this level, I want to short it. And I want this area to be my first target. And then more than likely, like this area to be my second target. So I'm looking at short if it breaks this level. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to set an alert. I'll set an alert underneath this wick. And I'm actually going to set the alert too. Okay. So the alert is set. Now what I want to do is I want to see the price action do something like this. This is my other alert. So let's go and set the alert on this one. Alert, and actually set the alert. And right now we just wait. We just wait. We just wait. Because the worst thing that we can do, yes, we could enter now. It looks like it's bouncing here. But the worst thing that we can do is enter now and then have it lose its strength and momentum. Here, I would like to see this to be our nice little zone. That's what I would like. So we'd have to just wait. Now, here's the thing too. Like I see so many other influencers, YouTubers, that they'll buy this because it went to liquidity. You know, look right here, it got this liquidity, and then it tapped right here and it got this liquidity. But what's to, and this doesn't make sense to me. Like, what's to stop it from coming down here using your same logic to getting this liquidity, using your same logic? Like, why doesn't the price come down and get this? Using your same logic, why doesn't price come down and get this? You know, go up and then come down, take this. Because, well, look at this. It also created liquidity here, and then liquidity here, and then liquidity up here. Okay? So basically what you're telling me is, you'll tell me where liquidity was grabbed after it grabs it. I want to know what it's going to do right now. Like, how can I trade this? Well, level by level. If it breaks this level, there's a pretty good chance it will come for this, maybe even this. Who knows? We always have to have the mindset that the price can do whatever it wants. But I just find it so freaking hilarious where they'll, oh, well, it came for this liquidity and it came for this. Okay, that same logic, why isn't it coming down for all this? Oh, because it's going to attack this now. Okay, well, what makes it stop? Like literally ask these questions. What makes the price action stop getting the liquidity on the bottom and start on the top? Like, that's a legit question. Price does what it wants. We are at the mercy of price action. So this is what I would do. Alert here, alert here. Do I think it's going to come up? I do. Unless, and I hate doing this double talk. I shouldn't hate doing it because all these other mentors do it. And I see here. Chris says, yeah, Floki came and woke me up. So cute. Yeah. I love it. But see here. Fart coin, that is. It's at, yeah, I've been watching Fart Coin too. I wanted to short it last night. I haven't looked at it today though. I was looking at a bunch of other coins. So I did a lot of yard work today. Man, this old man, he can do some yard work. I think it's in my blood. Joe, was that a racist joke? I don't know. You tell me. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Suey. Well, I like it. To me, I think it's gonna bounce. I really do. So let's do this. Let me. Joe, that was a pretty intense face you just did. I know. So let's do a A. Let's do a B. That way we're not like all the other YouTubers out there that says, oh, it can go up and it can go down. I think it's going to go up. I really do. And I do think it's going to bounce. But I want to be safer because I hate for it to come up here and then come down. Like, oh, crap. You could enter now and it'd be better, but too risky for me. I'd rather wait for this. Okay, moving on. Okay, so that was Suey. And there are times where we actually do an actual setup when it's ready. And that's one thing I take a lot of pride in. So this one was a short. We hit our first target, almost our second target. This was our second, almost, and decided to bounce and then poof. But if you were in the group and we took this trade, well, then we would have been moving our stop loss and we've been stopped out. What I like doing is letting our first target hit, then moving our stop loss. So more than likely our first target would have hit, we would have had a stop loss, maybe like here, just above break even. And then we would have been in profit. So let's go ahead and delete this. Get out of here, 13 drawings. Let's look at this from the get-go. Let's see here. MK says, Friday, everything was short, my friend. What's today? Saturday? Yeah. Yeah, very true. Very true. On the daily, looks good. I like it. Higher lows, higher highs. Now, some people call this a bull flag. I don't. I think Thomas Bukowski, I forget how he pronounced his name. I think he has a bull flag like this. This to me is not a bull flag. It's a rising channel or a rising wedge, depending on where we put these things. So to me, this is bearish, but I see some people drawing flags like this, and I say no, because it's going up. What goes up, I mean, if you just think about it, what goes up should come down. What goes down should go up, unless it's a rug pull. But enough of that nonsense. Let's look at this. Oh, we're already at our hour. Oh man, I gotta hurry. Man, we're barely on our second one. Too slow. All right, so we gotta do some rapid fires on this. So this is our zone that we're looking at. We're at the very bottom of the zone. I do like that. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, I can see this really nice mid-level right here. So we have our range high, our range low, mid-range. Now, of course, you could put it over here, but I was using the higher time frame, so I kind of like it where it's at. I'll keep it where it's at. I like it. We're right underneath our mid-range. Man, that was a steep drop. Okay. Let's go to the 1-hour time frame. On the 1-hour time frame, what we're doing is we're doing top-down analysis. It's a huge drop. This right here is an area of interest for me, for the price to go to it and then maybe come back down and then see what happens after that. Price came down, came up. Very weak on the up part. So from this move, I would have liked to have seen it come up to at least here. But it barely came up, down, up, losing strength. It's losing a lot. I mean, the candle bodies are much better than they were over here. The sizes. See, Chris says, I think they're going to dump on us Monday again. Just saying. Yeah, right. It's so tough, guys. It is so tough. And I made another audio to my group earlier. I was like, guys, if you don't need to be in a trade, don't be in a trade. If you want to trade just for fun or whatever, only risk 1% of your portfolio. Right now, it's very difficult trading. Very difficult. Yes, some of them seem to have a trend going, but then it reverses it and breaks it. Like right now, the market, in my opinion, is truly testing traders. Truly testing traders. Let's see here. Slant way Saturday and Sunday, sideways Sunday lately. Chop, chop. Not the most fun, but great practice. Yeah. And matter of fact, that's what I mentioned to my group earlier today too. Chop. It's chop. Now, on the bigger picture, we can see the chop, and the smaller picture, I mean, we're experiencing it, but we can still see, lower lows, lower highs, like especially on Bitcoin. Okay, here, would you short fart coin or long right now? Okay, so we'll look at, okay, so no more requests. Fart, coin, scalp, long or short. No more requests. No more requests. Because we're already over our time. If you want, you can do a super chat, and that will put your stuff that we definitely get it. I mean, we're gonna get all of them for sure, but it'll make yours go to the beginning of the list. Give you a heads up if you want to do that. Let's see here. See, can you please check? Yeah, definitely. We'll check that. So fart coin for a scalp, Bitcoin for a scalp. Chris says, let us little folk pump it. Oh man, I'm having trouble reading. Let's little folk pump it and try to keep our babies alive this week. Yes. Just give us something to breathe. Yes. A bag of green. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So we're looking at AIXPT. Let's go 15-minute. Higher highs, higher lows. Did pull back to here. And I like it. Let me zoom out again. 1 hour. The only problem with this is like any movement is like 15%. 7, 10, 15. Man, I'm afraid if we do come down, I'm afraid because everybody's putting their stop loss right here. I'm afraid they're going to come and take it. So for this one, we would literally, I hate doing that. Because how many times have you had a stop loss right underneath, your support area, and it comes in, it takes it just to run up. And lately they've been doing that a lot. See, Jesse says, I got some great indicators. I sent you a screenshot on Telegram. Oh, cool, man. I'll check it out. Definitely check it out. See here. I request you have a good day. Okay, that's the last one. Yes, Friday was dump. Hopefully that is, yeah. I do like it. I don't like the amount of stop loss. So what I would have to do, I'd have to make this like a 2 trade. I would have my stop loss here, but it has to break this level first. So I'm still at 11%. This would be my stop loss. I would not enter right now. I would wait for the 1 hour candle to close. So here's where my alerts will be. Right here. So set alerts. Now the 1 hour candle has to close above 0.19170. So the alert has to go off first. Then the 1 hour candle has to close above this level after the alert. Then we can enter. And I'd have a stop loss right here, 11%. And as far as my target goes, I would do it right here, about 21%. So 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. I forget what the market cap is on this one. Dang it. Let's go here. The next ones are going to be very fast. Give you a heads up. AIXBT. Yeah, very low market cap. So it doing 21% should be a no biggie. It should be kind of, it shouldn't be difficult as long as we have volume. We have volume, we're good. We don't have volume, not so good. Not so good. All right, moving on. So that's what I would do. The alert goes off, then we check. 1 hour candle needs to close above this level. Then here will be our stop loss. Here will be our target, 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Market cap 176.6 million. It going to 20% should be no issue as long as there's a volume, people buying and selling this token. It doesn't matter if it's a 1 million market cap coin. That doesn't mean that you're going to get a 50x if there's nobody buying and selling. All right, moving on. So the next one is Tau. We're going to do these a little bit faster. They go faster and faster. So Tau looks really good on the 1 hour time frame. Let's go to the daily. Daily, we can see that we did break below this level and we came back up. So magnet tool on. I do like it. Let's do a white and then do our next level right here. Let's go to the 4 hour time frame. Very nice tight zone. I like this a lot, man. I like this. So we have from here to here, and I'm seeing it. I don't know about here. Maybe a little bit lower. No, it's not tight. Here. I like it. So what I'm doing is I'm looking for the candle body closes and also wicks. The more I have that touch, the better it is. I was trying to go for the lowest point on this. It didn't quite work. See here. I am happy to like Kyle. Me too. Yes. Same here. So for this one, we're on the 4-hour time frame. Let me go ahead and get this and adjust this to here. Okay, we came down, very nice bounce. And the one that we were just looking at, I think it was AI XBT. This is pretty much what I think is going to happen. Like continue coming up and then bounce and keep on going. I do like this a lot. Now, granted, it's moved quite a bit. What was the percentage of the move already? From the low to the high? 16, yeah. I would expect it to pull back. Now, this one's a larger market cap coin. 17% is a pretty decent move. I would like to see it come down first. Man, but there's a lot of FOMO on this one right now. Oh, man. Maybe a little bit higher. Then I would like to see it come down to about here. Then come up. Something like this. Let's see where this lines up. Magnet tool on. Let's go from the very low to where it's current, oh, to this highest point. So almost to 0.5. I would like to go to the 0.5. This is what I would like to see. Would I enter right now? It's kind of hard to say. Just because if I do enter, I have a very high possibility that we're going to pull back. Just because we moved up. What goes up will come down. What goes down will go up. Eventually, unless it's a rug pull. But I do think that if we go up a little bit more, it's fine. But I do think we're going to pull back, reset. Once we bounce, hopefully up at the 0.5, then we can actually enter the trade. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm actually going to set an alert. This is where I would like to enter. I'm actually going to set an alert, and I'm going to do it right here. So add alerts, then actually add the alert. And would I enter right now? Not really. Could it go another 20%? Sure. But I would rather reduce my risk by entering once it pulls back and then starts going up. That's what I would like to do. So on towel, I'll wait. I do like it though. Good coin. So now let's go to H bar. So we're looking at H bar. We're going to go a little bit faster on this one. Man, these all look so nice. What is Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin's still going up. 1 hour still going up. 15-minute. Breaking this level. See, this is what I was afraid of earlier when I saw it breaking this and coming up and the other coins kind of respecting it. That's why we got out of our coins earlier. It was like, no, I don't want to chance it. See here, this is what we were thinking that might happen. We had our stop loss fairly tight. We did get stopped out. We did get both of our targets that would have hit. Blah, blah, blah. All right, moving on. Let's come over here. Let's go to the daily time frame. Okay, on the daily, we have this nice zone right here. Pulled back. 0.5, 618, 786. Losing strength. And of course, the numbers I was referring to is the fib retracement. And just guesstimate. I mean, I didn't draw it or nothing. So higher highs, higher lows, kind of a pullback, which is fine. Let's do our fib retracement from the low to the high. Golden pocket area. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Okay, we had this really nice zone. Yeah, zone actually starts right here. All right. So now what I'm looking for, what is the percentage from where it's currently at to this? 10%, not bad. You know what? I like this one. Just, it's calling out to me. It's like, Joe, get in. Came down, ugly structure. Oh, gross. Whoop. Throw it in my mouth. Broke this. I mean, not the best structure. Coming up. It's a 1 hour time frame. Go to 4 hour. 1 hour looks gross. How much did it go up? From here to here? 5%. Beautiful. Man, that's beautiful. So now what I'm doing is I'm looking at the previous price action, the ups and the downs. That's what I'm doing right now. So could this go up a little bit further than come down? Based off of what I see here, I think so. Up, down, up. I like it. So what I'm thinking might happen here is we might do something like this, go into this little range right here. Come down, higher, low, come up, go to the middle of this, which would be about right here. Come down. Something like this. All right, too late, I already did it. Now, what I recommend is check on this one. And, you know, tomorrow, the next day, you know, just every day, follow up on it, see if it kind of goes this way. I think right now would be a nice opportunity to enter the trade, in my opinion. So we can do a stop loss. We'll do a stop loss about 6-7%. So this will be a stop loss, and our target. Oh, wow. We'll do our first, it's 18. Yeah. Our first target is right here. So take 50%. And then you can have another target above it. Let the rest ride, etc., etc. But I do like that one. So I'll pretty save that one. So the next one is Bitcoin. So Bitcoin on a scalp. So let's do it. Bitcoin scalp, I'll short. Of course, let's think about this though. Hold on. We're not granted. We're just looking at this. Calm down. Calm down. We're just looking at it. Let me get some water. Let me get some water. Put a 1 in the chat, guys. Put a 1 in the chat. Let me know you're still here. Put a 1 in the chat. This is ice cold water. Super cold. All right. So we're looking at Bitcoin. A safer entry for a short would be the break of this level. I mean, it's right here, but we just do it right here. Let's do this, our SMAs and our VWAP. So I think we're gonna come down, and this will be a nice area to come down to. I mean, we've already gone up. We broke below the 9 SMA. We're bouncing off of our 30 SMA, our orange. I do think that we're gonna break below this. So this would be, and I like it right now for a short. Now, granted, you do have a delay. You do have a delay. And what I'll do is I'll put my stop loss here. Give me a stop loss. And let's go ahead and make it official. So this is my stop loss. And my target is going to be pretty decent. We'll do it right here. So this will be my target. Now I haven't entered yet. Well, because I'm actually doing this right here. But just to let you know what I'm looking at. It's going to be my target. Okay, I'm looking at this. We're trying to catch the top. A safer entry would be the break of this level. But you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and because it would be nice for it to retrace some, because it's, oh, it already retraced. Benefit of zooming out. So it went up, pulled back barely, coming up. Okay, hold on. This is why it's very important to zoom out. Down, up, lower highs, higher low, broke the level. So this really would have been the ideal part to enter the trade. Here we would have entered the long, got stopped out, then entered the long again, then it run, down, up. Holy smokes. Thank you, Haven. Thank you, Haven. You're the best. You're the best. Appreciate you greatly. So went up, barely a retrace. Up, down. For 5 minutes. Now that I zoomed out and I actually see that retest, now everything's flipped. So now, the only way I would short is if it breaks this. That's the only way I would short. Until then, because we already had the retest, it would be a long. And my stop loss would have to be somewhere around here. Still decent. Right now, I would have to wait for the long. Man, I thought for sure I was going to do that short. But we got to do that and zoom out. Because right now it's since it already did this retest right here, coming up, coming down, it's building its strength, it's building its momentum. So this one we can't do a short right now. If anything, I do a long. I want to do my stop loss right here. Very tight. Super tight. And this one I will enter. And we might get stopped out really quick. But this one I will enter. So I'm going to my exchange. Going to Bitcoin. First thing I do is adjust my leverage. I'm going to go crazy dumb leverage. I'm not going to tell you the amount of leverage because then you're going to say, Joe, that's dumb. Going to do market order. Going to do my stop loss of 104. Well, all that right there. And then I'm only going to risk 0.5% of my portfolio. Normally I risk 1%, but here I'm going to risk 0.5% of my portfolio. I know. I'm playing it safe. So just so you know. So this is just showing that I did enter the trade. and I do think it's going to come up just because it already had that retracement. It's gaining that strength, it's starting to come up. And if it does roll over, then we can open a short just so it can come down. But I don't know. I think it's gonna, not that I don't know, but I don't think it'll come down here just because it keeps on building that strength. So we'll see. So that one, oh yeah, something day trade. Let's go to a higher time frame to see your day trade information. Day trade also, I would think it'd be coming up to about here, maybe 106.9 ish area to maybe 107.5 before coming down, but making a hopefully a higher low and coming up kind of like this. Let's go to the 4 hour, kind of like this, going up, coming down, going up. So that's what I think on that one. So Fart Coin Scalp, it's gonna be the last one. Fart Coin Scalp. Okay, Fart Coin Scalp. And it came down here, which is nice. Looks like it's trying to bounce up. Go to daily time frame. And we're way over our time. Not good. Not good. So we'll do this. And let's go and put a white. Put another white one right here. Man, I really like how this looks. Just higher highs, higher lows, and finally broke this. Uh-oh, watch out. Might be going to zero. Not really. Coming down here, I would be very interested to see what happens in the next few days, really, on this coin. You know, are we going to break above this, which would be good, or are we going to roll over? We roll over. I mean, we could come all the way down here, 62 cents. Let us bring back up our camera. There we go. Thank you, Haven. Appreciate you, man. Haven, my man. All right, so we're looking at Fart Coin, 4 hour time frame. Oh, wait a minute. Who is the one who asked for this? Are they even still here? MK was the one, right? MK, are you still here? Yeah. So I'll give MK about 20 seconds to reply, because if he bounced, well, then we're just wasting our time. I don't see that he put a 1 in the chat. Very important. Very important to engage with the chat. But we'll do our, I'm not gonna do a timer. I just went 20 seconds. So for Fart Coin, coming down, man, this one came down pretty hard too. And I was looking for a short, but because it already moved so much, I was like, man, I'm glad we didn't enter it either, because it would just moved a little bit and it started coming up. So I did break this, so this is good. I would not be surprised to see if the price action comes down to here. We right now on the 1 hour, we do have a lower high. MK is still here. Okay, awesome. I would really like to see it come down, but this is more longer term play. You're wanting a scalp. Let's go 15-minute. Lower high. You're in Bitcoin long right now? Oh, awesome, man. Yeah, just know there's like a 30-second delay whenever I'm entering my coins, but I always try to give you the heads up before I do this stuff. In my group, when we do these live trades, there's no delay. Just give you a heads up. We have a lower high. Oh man, the thing with Fartcoin, it's very difficult, in my opinion, to do like a scalp, because it's all over the place, like literally. What I would like to, I mean, we broke this level right here. What I would like to do, man, this one's tough. Okay, not too bad. 3%. I'm looking for a short on this. Very difficult. It did break this level right here. Hold down shift. So it did break this. I would not be surprised if the price action did this and then came down. This is what I would actually like to see. If it does that, then I have a higher likelihood of this playing out. If it goes up and comes down and then it goes up and then it breaks this, well, then I'm cooked. I get my stop hit, but I'm not entering the trade yet. I do like the fact that it broke this level. The level that I really wanted to break is this level down here. This is the level that I really wanted to break. Let's put on our cheat sheets, our SMAs, and our VWAP. Let's see here. Okay, Bitcoin long, awesome. Okay, going to the list. Thank you, Dylan. Yeah, Dylan right now is doing what I do really, where I have it on my other screen and I'm listening to everything, and I'll glance every once in a while, or I'll communicate with the chat, but I'm focusing on my charts and maybe the group or whatever it is, you know, several things at once. So I know exactly what you're feeling, Dylan. I know exactly what you're feeling. Melissa says, I'm here. Says, I can't keep up with the chats and learning, and I have. Yeah. I'm so happy you guys are here. And thank you for smashing the like. You guys are the best. So for this one, down, up, down. I wouldn't mind seeing it come up. Maybe get rejected off of the 30 SMA. Kind of hard to see, but that's the orange line. Then roll over. I really don't want to see it roll over here, just because I want to see it at least try to go up and then fell, because that showed me, oh, it tried, but it couldn't do it. Here, it's kind of like catching its breath. They're like, okay, and then just go, like, no, or come down. No, I want to see it go up. But for this one to do a short, I would need to break 1.0774 on the 5-minute candle. Once it does that, then I would look, and it's tough. I would look for, I don't think the risk reward's there. It's not there. So this one, I would actually have to wait for a long. The risk reward isn't there for this, because I'm looking at 1.5%, and then maybe down here. So for Fartcoin, I really wouldn't want to scalp it because of all these like crazy moves. I would probably have to wait for like maybe a 15-minute candle or an hour candle to trade, which would go against what you're trying to do for a scalp. Yeah, I would have to wait for this. Because it breaks this, and then more than likely, so this is, if it does come down and it breaks this, let's just say it comes down and it breaks this, I would think that it would possibly come back up to here before doing something like this. But the percentage is too small for me. Like if this was like 20% or 15%, then yeah. But let's see what our Bitcoin's doing. Still 5 minutes. Double click. Looking good. We're up 5%. 5%. Boring. Boring. Let me see how many people are here. I haven't done that this whole stream. Okay, not so bad. Hopefully everybody pushed a like. I can't see the likes, but hopefully everybody did the likes. Oh, it's right here. Oh, yes. Appreciate you guys. You guys are the best. And while we're waiting for Bitcoin, I do want to point out what y'all get for the memberships. So if you were gifted a membership, this is what you get. You go over here to the videos, and here are videos specifically for the YouTube members. The higher tier you are, the more you get. And I do these. I don't do these all the time, but I do them when they're needed, like they're crucial. So I'll do that here. I did that here. I did that a couple of days before. And then I think on the same day, I did like 3 posts or 2. I think it was like 3 posts. So just to let you know, like when the stuff is very important, like I will be posting these for you. And you can learn there's other videos that are for free. I show you about leverage trading. You don't have to join a boot camp. You don't have to join. That's how all these people get rich, guys. Like literally, they get rich off of you trying to learn. Here, I show you for free. Ask me questions. Save your money. If you want to join my group and have access to me, well, then here you go. But you don't need to join this to learn. You learn faster for sure, but this is in case you want access to me and my very, very talented admins. Man, I'm so lucky. And I think it's, well, I know it's true. Like you put good out, like good comes back to you. I have some amazing admins, crazy amazing. And like they're doing crazy work. Like when it comes to Bitcoin and like there's all like, I don't use like the moon phases and all this other stuff, but I have admins that they'll do that. Some of them do the moon phases. Some of them do the fib zones and level, just different fib things. Time fibs, I think it is. I believe that's what they do. And they have, so it's not just one way of looking at stuff. It's a whole bunch of different ways. And that's what I encourage in my group, to where it's not just a echo chamber. Like I literally want different ideas so that hopefully you can see something that I don't, and we can all make money. That's the goal. It's for everybody to make money and not just somebody selling you a group or selling you a boot camp. So, let's see here. Melissa says, I need to renew my membership. Oh, thank you, Melissa. Yes, definitely renew the membership. One, it helps support the channel, keeps the lights on. And 2, you know, it's updates that you need that I don't put on regular YouTube. It's something that I especially do for my VIP group that I share with YouTube members. See here. Ooh, did I miss a lot of chats? Holy smokes. Melissa says, I'm getting ready. Melissa says, it's a fine line between self-employment and unemployment. If you don't manage time, I can't keep up. That's funny. It's a fine line between self-employment and unemployment. Yes. IKR. I know, really? I don't know. All you hipsters, all you hippies out there, I don't know what you're talking about. IKR, my life savings. I know Roger. I know Roy. My life, I don't know. My life savings in Crow. Very nice. I need more Crow. I think there was a time I paid somebody in Crow. Paid him in Crow, and I paid him in Cardano too. People were helping me out on my other channel a long time ago. In a long time ago. Come on, we don't want to see no wick. Holy smokes. We're going to 0. Crown Wars. Oh, let's go. I can't complain. Yes. Very true. Strange algorithm, in my opinion. I agree. I'll leave the stream on. Oh, wait. I'll leave the stream on, but I had to dance rehearsal. Oh, cool. Very nice. Enterprise was 10,4,700 and it's 10,4,8. Ooh, nice. Look at you. See, thank you, Melissa. Appreciate you very much. Okay. Got me subbed out at 10,4,300. Hey, there you go. 10,4,300. Okay. Yeah, I still got mine open. And I'm only risking 0.5% of my portfolio. Normally I do 1%. But this one we're just trying to enter trade real quick. And to me it looks good though. So here. Going down the list. Okay. Oh, I know, right. Yeah, guys. I'm old. I'm an old man. There's a bug to fly on me. Flew on me. Uh-oh. We're going to 0. DEFCON. I'm up 5%. Am I gonna panic? No. Why? I got a stop loss. I'm prepared to lose what I'm prepared to lose. All right. It is all right. All right. The rest is just waiting for paint to dry, and I think y'all have better things to do. Today I was doing some nice yard work. Did some yesterday. Tomorrow I plan on doing some more. Tomorrow Sunday, yeah. I'm really surprised I'm not sore. It's a lot of yard work. Did a few hours yesterday, a few hours today. Making the yard look really nice. But it's a big yard too. Who knows? Who knows? All right. Right now we are up 9%. Up 9%. Let's check out Fart Coin while we're waiting. Ooh, it's going up. Fart Coin going up. Bitcoin. Ooh. Yeah, so we're up 9%. Yeah, I've been working today. Man, I don't want to work. I sound like a little kid. I don't want to go to school, Mom. I don't want to work. I'm afraid I might have to. If crypto keeps on doing this, and I'm afraid I might have to. For those of you who don't know, I am a registered nurse, but the stress as a registered nurse, man, and I like work. Well, I've only worked at nursing homes. I love it. It's my calling. I absolutely love it so much. But stress. You go in and there's always somebody getting ready to pass. I was like, oh crap. I hate it. And there were some good days that were, you know, pretty good. But man, talk about stress, big time. I really don't want to work though. I don't want to work. The last one I had, the last job I had was a pretty nice gig. I was the weekend supervisor. And even though I was the supervisor, I still did work. When they hired me, they said, just don't go in the office, you know, and close the door. Because what they do is they sleep. And I said, no, I don't do that. So I'd be right there on the main floor, doing paperwork, making sure the nurses were doing paperwork, checking with all the patients, you know, helping, you know, feed them and everything else. I was very, very active. But yeah. Man, I miss it. I miss being a nurse, but at the same time, I don't. You know, helping a CNA with changing a patient that has dementia, and they got, you know, poop, and they dug into their poop, and now they got it on their hand, and they're you know not trying to hurt you, but just, you know, they're confused. And you got to, you know, put their hand down and kind of clean them. And oh my gosh, that's crazy. I got stories. I got crazy stories. Let's see here. It was the day of my mother died in 2018, and the birthday of my nephew. We're going to celebrate tomorrow. Yeah, that's the big thing. Celebrate the life. Celebrate the life. You know, remember all the happy times. Because that's what they want you to do. Yeah, when my mom passed, man, talk about if I would have made a country song, or rather my life would have been a country song. If I would have had a dog, you would have died. My mom passed away. I got divorced. I stopped working. I went into really deep depression, and all this, you know, happened at pretty much the same time. And, you know, with the mom passing, that's what really kicked it off. You know, the divorce, whatever. The not having a job didn't matter, because I had a decent amount of money saved so I could live, you know, 8 months, 12 months, just not, you know, being, not going out and having fun. So, man, I was good. But then, you know, with the whole mom thing, man, I was deep depression, good 8 months. Man, it was bad. It was ugly. It was really ugly. Yeah. It was funny. I'd go over to her house and, you know, make sure she had groceries. And if not, you know, I go buy her groceries or give her money or whatever. And I would go to her house and she goes, Joe, you know, I'm not supposed to have a favorite. I said, I know, Mom. She goes, but you're my favorite. And so thank you, Mom. But yeah, I would always go to her house, and I'd tell my brother, this is before I was a nurse. My brother, he was a manager of managers. Joe, why are you telling us about your life? And we're waiting for the paint to dry. He was a manager of managers at a very large grocery store. So this dude made some big bucks. And then I would ask him, I say, hey dude, like, can you fork over like $50, $100? So, you know, Mom can have some groceries. He goes, what? But he had a lot of kids. Well, you know, money's tight. I said, dude, like, I keep on doing it. I would really appreciate it if maybe you pitched. And granted, I'm not a nurse at this time. I think I'm working like part-time. And he's like, well, you know, I really gained, blah, blah. All right. Well, when I became a nurse, there was no issue. It's like, here you go, Mom. Man, she would have so many knickknacks. She would love it too. She would go to, they'd have like a, kind of like a yard sale, but for all the residents. She lived in an assisted. It was I wouldn't say assisted. Well, I guess so, because they had their own dining room, and I guess so. It was assisted living, I guess. And man, she would love it, because, you know, she'd have all this. It's not like a lot of money, but she would have money to buy all these little knickknacks. So the best thing you can do is just remember all the good times. But man, it was tough. Oh my gosh. We're up 9%. Come on. We'll give it like 5 more minutes. If we don't do something here, then if we don't get a blast off, then we'll just cut it short. But yeah. Who's here, guys? Who's here? Put a 1 in the chat. Let me know that you are hearing my stuff. Let's see here. A maid? What's a maid? So what I was doing was I was actually my mom's caretaker. Now, before, I was actually going to school for medical assistant. Medical assistant? Yes. I was going to school for medical assisting. And I would go to mom's house and I would, feed, bring her, she loved banana splits. I'd get her a banana split. We talk. I check her refrigerator, never had any food. And the government is so messed up. They increased her whatever check she would get by like $14, which reduced her food stamps. And her food stamps, she was only getting like, I don't know, $50, something crazy low. Reduced it to like $14. So the little increase that she got on one check decreased her food stamps by like a whole bunch. And I was like, man, the government sucks. So like, yep. So what I was doing is I'd go and I'd help her out and I'd, with the groceries and everything else. And then she goes, Joe, I just fired my provider. She was always on her phone, this and that, blah, blah. Why don't you do it? I said, I can't be your provider. Like, I'm in your family. I do this already for free. I come in, I wash your clothes and, I help you do this and that. And she goes, I know, but you can get paid for it. I said, okay. So as I'm going to school, once I get off of school, I'd help her out, everything else. And that's pretty cool. It was pretty cool. And of course, the school was just very little school. All right. Here, going to the list. All right, so it's coming down. We'll wait 3 minutes. And we'll close it out. Well, we won't close it. I'll close out the stream. But I'll probably leave the trade open. But yeah, good times. Drink some water. Ice cold. Let's see here. Okay, got some ones. Very nice. DeLong says 0.5. I'm working. Very nice. But yeah, that's what I like doing. I like sharing my life. I like sharing my story with you. I like sharing just everything. You got questions, I got answers. That's what I do. But right now, this is getting boring. I was hoping that it would explode. We're kind of doing, well, we did a higher high, which is good. I would not be mad if the price did this. I mean, it's been doing it. So I would not be mad if it comes down, it comes up. And if it comes all the way down, well, then I'd lose 0.5%. Stay hydrated, yeah. Yeah, I drink a lot of water. And plus today I was doing a lot of yard work. So I had my jug of water outside, half ice, half water, taking breaks. But man, it felt so good outside. And yesterday too. Yesterday it was like in the afternoon. I want to say like 4 o'clock. It was nice and breezy and kind of not hot. And sure enough, later on that night, we had a bit of a sprinkle. And then today, I think I started doing the yard work at, like 12. Same thing. It wasn't hot. I think it was like 80 degrees. No, right now it's 80 degrees. It wasn't cool though. But it's just weird. I loved it though. Man, I loved it. All right, this is getting boring now. There's no really movement. I'll keep my trade open though. But all right, guys. Let's see here. I think what we'll do is we'll do the fib level song. We'll do that song. All right, guys. That's all I got. I do thank you very much. Again, we do this every single day, Monday through Friday, and Saturday and Sunday. Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Saturday and Sunday at 4. We answer questions. We show you how to trade. We don't charge you for this. There's no reason for you to pay for somebody to show you how to trade. The reason they're getting rich is because, well, you're paying their group. In order for you to be rich, watch my show. Not financial advice, but save your money. See if what I'm teaching you works. If it does, and you want access to me, join my group. You know, come join my group. We have this right here, and we go over all this stuff for you. And this, if you want access to me, I'm literally in the group almost 24/7. Almost 24/7. Just ask me questions. All right. Well, thank you so much, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Until then, let's jam out to this song, the Fib Level song. It teaches you how to trade. Listen to the words. Take care.
Yeah. Trade intuition, reading the charts, Fibonacci levels playing their part. Price runs high then pulls right back. Catch that zone, watch it react. Made by Fibonacci, yeah, the math don't lie. Price gotta retrace before it touch new highs. Golden pocket sitting at that 0.5 to 0.618. Wait for the bounce, it's not too late. Pull back clean to the 382. Still got strength, bulls coming through. Halfway deep, that's a solid bet. But below 0.618, watch your step. Golden pocket, that sweet zone. Catch the retrace, let it be known. 0.5 and 0.618. Watch for the bounce, it's not too late.
Yeah, time right.
Traders get scared when the price pull back, but that's just the market setting up the track. Watch for that fib retrace, let it hit key zones.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. You guys are the absolute best. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.